point did you know today that Jake was going to be available?
Right after morning skate, actually after I was done with scrum with you guys, I went and watched what was going on in the morning skate, and they were saying he's feeling good. I asked him, do you think you can go? He doesn't want to give it a try in warm-ups. And he had no soreness after skating and shooting a lot of pucks this morning, so we got pretty optimistic. And Miracle Cream works, and thank God, because he was really good tonight.
When you see his legs moving like that on the first shift, you think, tonight's going to be a good night.
Absolutely. Florida started with just 5D, so a big part of the game plan was to put pucks in behind and go to work. And we didn't do that very efficiently tonight, but he was one guy that was doing it.
Jim, you come into this job, and Jake last year asked to be traded. Did you wonder what you were getting in him when you took this job?
Yeah, for sure. But not only him. I mean, when you come into a new situation, you really wonder what you're getting. But if we're specifically talking about Jake, I mean, obviously you demanded for the trade. And, in the league, you're even though you're on another team, you follow what's going on, and you wonder why. And we've had some conversations about why and why he wants to be a Bruin and still and for a long time.
His main asset's been his legs. Did that strike you right away?
Yes, but I was shocked at how smart a player he is, and his ability to make plays. I knew he could score goals, I knew he could skate. I didn't know he could make as many plays as he does, and I think his all-around game is continuing to develop. He was hard on pucks, he was hard on coming back to our end, and his penalty kill is really, he's one of our best penalty killers.
And when you say his intelligence, are you thinking like that play that he made on the Bergeron goal, where he kind of goes blind backhand there?
Yeah, and even the play on the empty net goal. Not a lot of people know how to protect that puck, spin around, and that they have that lane. His hockey sense, how he sees the ice, is well above, the average hockey player in the NHL, and something well above that I didn't know he possessed. I thought he was a speed scoring winger. He's much more than that.
Jim, those are the lines you originally projected to start with. What made you try the Zaka up there with Patrice and Jake?
Yeah, it's just nothing. We were flat. I didn't, we weren't skating. I didn't think, I just wanted to try something different. Last game it was right wingers. I switched. Tonight it was left wingers.
They pull a goalie late on that man advantage. Were you expecting that? And then what's the best way to defend that 6-on-4?
Yeah, well, we were expecting it. We thought maybe they'd do it right off the face-off. And then it, came 20 seconds later. I think you got to tighten your box, but you still got to have really good sticks and pressure on loose pucks when you can. I thought we did a really good job. I thought a lot of guys ate some pucks, and obviously our best penalty killer has to be our goaltender, and he was excellent.
He makes that save on Reinhardt. You guys immediately scored. How important was it to build off that momentum sort of right away and not let it go to waste?
Yeah, it was a turning point, right? Because we were able to extend the lead, and you think the game's over, but then it's about this league. It's hard to win games, and I thought, we didn't have our A game, but good teams find a way to win games, and we did tonight against a really good hockey team.
A few high-scoring games now. Is that what you envision, and are you comfortable playing these kind of games?
Every game is its own animal. I like to play 4-2 games. To be honest, you're in control of the game, and but early in the season, stuff is sloppy. Every game, there's been moments where both teams that we've played, all the teams have been sloppy as well. Things start to tighten up, usually when you get in November.
What do you think of Clifton tonight? 2 assists, looked pretty solid.
Yeah, I loved him. Competed, poised, made a lot of strong plays, willed pucks out of our zone, skated pucks out of our zone. It's 2 games in a row where you're starting to see the Connor Clifton that I've known since he was a college hockey player.
Jim Ullmark's won his first 2 here. By my eye, he looks quicker, sharper, stronger. I'm wondering if you're getting that same read from goalie Bob in terms of this Ullmark versus last year's.
Yeah, I don't know if I've actually got that comments. I know he's just happy with him. We haven't discussed post-game what he thought of him tonight, but I mean, both games he's gotten a lot of work and he's come up with numerous saves. So I know I'm happy with him. I'll get your report from goalie Bob tomorrow.
So some of the difficulties on the breakout, did you attribute that to that early season sloppiness, or is there something more that you think?
Yeah, no, mentally we were tired today. For whatever reason, we were tired. We were slow. We weren't moving pucks, you know. And it wasn't just on breakouts. There wasn't a structural part of our game where I thought we were really good tonight.
They started with 5D, they ended up with 4D. Did you go in, I assume you went in with this as a point of emphasis, that they've only got the 5D, we're them down on some speed?
Correct. And then when I went to 4, I was like, you know, drive pucks wide or put pucks in behind and weak side winger slash. Let's make sure they got to come 200 feet.
Is it encouraging that even with some of that flatness, you can have those explosive moments of offense from a DeBrusque or a Pasternak?
Yes. I mean, we're lucky here. Like, we have some high-end hockey players, and you score goals like they did tonight, you know, those are difference makers, and that's what allows you to win games when you're, you know, you don't have your best game. Those difference makers make things happen.
You mentioned being flat. It's not going to get easier tomorrow. You get a team that had a lot of high expectations, but isn't exactly where they want to be. How do you approach that tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, I'm worried about tomorrow night. I was worried about tomorrow night yesterday. Because they're sitting at home, they played 2 on the road, they haven't won. I know their coach, he's a good coach, and he's gonna have them ready to go. So we have to be much better than we were tonight.
Lauko, I just want to Lauko scores his goal the other night, they take that off the board. Tonight he gets booted over to dry dock because of what do you have to do to sort of keep the spirit up?
Yeah, just be honest with them. You know, you've done a great job. You'll get another opportunity. This is what we think is best for the team tonight.
It's only,
one more.
it's only been 3 games. At what point in the schedule do you sit down and assess the team, saying, okay, this is what I have?
Oof. Let's wait till 63 and 73 and 48 are back in the lineup. I mean, I just love the way we're battling for each other. I thought the big turning point in the game for me was that scrum at center ice. I mean, you have Danny Renouf, you have AJ Greer, you have everybody in there, right? And for, you know, I didn't see the hit, but obviously they were trying to get after Nosek. We were 5, we were a pack of wolves in there together. And after that, I thought we had our best 3 minutes of the game, and we were down to 3 lines. So I think it speaks volumes about how hard they play for each other in that room.
Thanks, Coach.